Hold the phone. About to hit the fan. The fan hasn't scattered everywhere, but it's bogging down the fan. Morning, driver. We meet again. Another week, another donut, however they say it. It's Tuesday, and I've got something that's a little bit different this week. Nothing unusual different, but just something that I don't normally do. The joist plant didn't have any loads that I wanted to do this week. All they had was regular sized stuff going into California, and I try to avoid that as much as possible unless it's a special, unique, specialized type of a load. Just run-of-the-mill work over the hill is not something I'm interested in doing if I can get away with it. So this week I was able to find 2 round trips to Las Vegas. Today's Tuesday, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's it. It'll be nice. Now, some of you may notice something a little bit different about the trailer. I am amazed at how close attention some guys pay. But what I've done is I now have finally, after years of wanting to and many, many months of working on it, I've converted the trailer wheels to 24.5 tires and wheels. They are 11R 24.5 tires on here now. That means now, first of all, it raised this trailer up about 5 or 6 inches. It sat a little bit like this, and it really brought the back end up. It's a lot more level than it used to be. The other reason for doing this is now I can carry the same size tire chains for everything on this trailer. I've got to refit that, and I have new drive tires on the truck I did about a month ago, and now I have 8 trailer tires. These are not bad. These are the drive tires I took off. These are not bad at all. They'll easily run out on a trailer. They're flat, they're square, and they should run really good on a trailer. So hopefully I won't have to buy a trailer tire, a 24.5 trailer tire, for a very long time. Very long time. Now I also have a pile of 8 22.5 wheels and tires that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm not going to sell them just yet. The stretch trailer is still 22.5. The step deck is 22.5, but a different size tire. So I got 3 trailers with 3 different size tires on it, and that's always fun. But I'm really glad to have this converted over. It took me a little while to get the wheels polished up and tires mounted and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's go load. We're going to go to Fernley and go load. My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. Oddly enough, I have never hauled these liners before. Almost every single one of my friends has. I've loaded everywhere around the place, but I've never actually loaded there. Both the broker and I were kind of amazed because he's been brokering these loads for many, many years, and our paths have just never crossed. This is how we do it here. Drop the trailer so he can use that stinger to load rolls from the front. All done. These are liners. I've seen these many times, but I always thought it was a little softer. It's kind of like a hard plastic. This is going to a landfill in North Vegas, so I guess they're digging a new hole and they're going to line it with this and then put garbage in it and cover it up. It's the way we do it.
morning, too tired to shake. I got a good poker hand, too tired to win. Could hear my baby calling, too tired to let her in.
The sun is down. We've only got about an hour-ish, hour and 10 minutes to go. This is going to the north side of Las Vegas. I wouldn't even call it Vegas, really. We're near where the Love's truck stop is, if you're familiar with that. Apex, Nevada is the name of the area, I guess. I'm gonna park near the Ritchie Brothers auction yard. That little road back in there, there's a couple big wide spots and it's real quiet. So we'll park back there, meet up with this guy in the morning. We have to call him to get escorted into the job site, into the delivery. And we'll do that. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Good morning from the dump, Las Vegas. It smells like it here. They're gonna be putting in a new landfill right over there, right over that little rise. It's a big old hole in the ground, and there's a lot of liner here, a lot. That would make sense why I'm coming back tomorrow. So as soon as this guy gets unloaded, I'm not going to pull any straps off until I'm ready, until I'm not going to move anymore. So as soon as this guy's empty, we'll get started. I asked the lady who was signing the paperwork if it'd be okay if I flew my drone around a little bit. She's like, not my landfill. So let's see if we can get a few shots from the air. It's be pretty fun. That's it, all done. Now we go across town to Henderson area and pick up sheetrock and go back home. Why not? Looks like I'm gonna be here a minute. It also looks like I got here just in time. These places are infamous for this, but a lot of times they move pretty quick. At least I don't have to tarp this. So since it's windy out here, they let you throw one strap over each bundle before you leave the building. Because if the wind catches these just right, they will go flying like sheets of paper if a gust hits it just right. We'll put on another, I don't know, 4 or 5 straps. Be out of here in just a minute. Look at that. The wind certainly made it a lot more challenging than it needed to be, but we got it done. We are a little heavy, but that's the name of the game, I guess. I've decided to take a slightly different route home. I've got the time, it's probably 15 or 20 minutes longer, and might as well throw a little variety into the day since we're going to be doing the same thing all week. From North Las Vegas this time, from the gypsum plant, we can kind of take a shortcut right back to where I unloaded this morning. I wasn't sure if this road was still good. I was down it many years ago and there were some signs that made me wonder if it was still okay, but I saw some trucks coming down this way, so I figured I'd try it too, and it's gonna be just fine. And then we'll take Highway 93 up to Highway 6, and then that will cut over into Tonopah, where we will rejoin Highway 95 and go back into Fallon. I will admit that sometimes it gets a little nerve-wracking running around on these lonely, lonely roads where there are only a couple hundred cars per day come down this way, and there's no cell service and no AAA, anything like that. You have to really not let it get into your head. If you let it get into your head that something might happen, you're just going to give yourself an ulcer. Think about all the thousands and thousands of miles you drive where everything goes just fine. And you just try to be a little prepared, even if something does happen. Food, water, blah, blah, blah. All that survivalist stuff. But someone will stop. Trust me. A farmer will help you out. A rancher will help you out. You'll get help. The trade-off for running out here is that it's beautiful. It's peaceful. There's no one to bother you, and you can just drive. I'm traveling along US Highway 6 here, just east of the town of Tonopah. And about 6 or 7 miles east of the town of Tonopah is the former Tonopah Army Airfield, a World War II era pilot training and Air Force base. It was commissioned in the early 40s and it was decommissioned by the mid to late 40s. And in 1949 they actually gave it back to Nye County, and it is now the Tonopah Airport. So it's a public airport now. But this area saw a lot of major training for B-52 pilots and a couple other different aircraft that I am not familiar with. I'm not real good with aircraft. But they did a lot of training out here. There are still some structures that are being preserved, if you will. Namely the big wooden airplane hangars. They're beautiful. And it's a real popular place for people to go take pictures and go inside and out. Now, the Tonopah Army Air Force is not related to the Tonopah Test Range. The Tonopah Test Range was started in the late 50s, early 60s and it is still very much an ongoing concern. The Tonopah Test Range is the official name of Area 51. The Tonopah Test Range is where they tested like the stealth bomber and the stealth fighter, and there are still planes that are mothballed out here that they can't dispose of in conventional methods because they have top secret information on them. I don't know enough about all that, but the Tonopah Test Range and the Tonopah Army Air Force trained in the same area, flew over the same ground, practiced bombing runs in the same area, but they are not officially related really. It's just a good area to fly stuff. Just like Fallon has the Naval Air Station out here with Top Gun fighter pilot training. Tonopah is just a few hours south. Lots of military stuff goes on out here. I haven't seen any aliens yet, but I'm looking. In the thrill of getting home last night, I realized I never told you I got home. I did. Good morning. We're at it bright and early this morning. Sun's not quite up yet. I've got to unload this, reload, and go to Vegas, so I wanted to get started on it a little early. I really enjoy this programmable block heater. It only turns on if it's cold enough, and you set a time for when you want it to be ready. It's 6:54 right now. I set it to be ready at 7 o'clock, and it's 31 degrees. Let's see how it fires off. I'll take that. I love sunrises. All right, we're here. We're actually going to deliver right across the street. I was just sitting in the road with my flashers on, and I need to wait for that truck to get empty before I can back in there. Luckily, that driveway is angled the same way this driveway is angled at, so it'll be a pretty easy little snake over there. Get the straps off and get ready. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, we're all done. We got a boogie. Get over to the next place and load. They're waiting for me. All that's left to do today is drive. We've done our unload, reload, and now we haul ass. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule from what I was the other day, so we should get there probably about the same time. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's go. These are kind of cool. These are easy. I got a pallet in there rather than an extra roll. I don't know if it's for weight or whatever, but piece of cake. Strap and go. Hold the phone. Shit's about to hit the fan. The fan hasn't scattered the shit everywhere, but it's bogging down the shit fan. Things are kind of getting weird here. I just got a phone call from the broker who I'm getting these loads through, and we've just discovered that the job in Las Vegas is closed tomorrow. And now this is a surprise to everybody. The guy who loaded me, he makes all the phone calls and plans all of the scheduling for the trucks and stuff like that. The broker finds the trucks, they're good friends. And there's 3 trucks that are already loaded. One of them is several hours ahead of me. One of them is about a half an hour behind me. So we are all on pause right now. I pulled over on the side of the road. I just stopped at a wide spot. And phone calls are being made rapidly. And I will know as soon as they know. This would change a lot of things if this load cancels. I'm hoping they find somebody to just come in on a Friday for a couple hours, unload 4 trucks and go home, because it would be huge for all of us to have to turn around. Canceled loads. Anyway, keep you posted. So it hit the fan and it went everywhere. And this has never happened to me before. The broker is beyond apologetic, but I'm going home. I've been stopped for an hour now, and there is absolutely no way that anyone will unload me in Las Vegas tomorrow. The job site is flat out refusing. They will not send somebody in. Luckily, I'm only about 30-40 minutes from home, so I'm just going to turn around and go home. Supposed to be a Thursday load and a Friday delivery, but the Friday reload for back home will now be pushed to leave on Sunday, deliver on Monday, and reload Monday and come back home. Next week was supposed to be kind of quiet, and now it is overbooked. But I am going to be able to make it work. I actually had Monday open, Monday available. Never mind. Back to plan A. Now I'm a little pissed, because I waited over an hour for him to call me back and tell me this load is not going to be delivered tomorrow. And I said, okay. I figured out how to make that work. I turned around, I headed back towards home. I made phone calls, I postponed my back haul. I made plans for a local load tomorrow. Got everything all lined up. And as soon as I got back into cell range, I got a phone call that they will take these loads down in Las Vegas tomorrow. Somebody's boss got a hold of somebody's boss, and somebody got spanked. The guy who got spanked is the guy I got to deal with tomorrow, so I'm not going to bring it up. I don't need to poke any bears. But yeah, never mind, and never mind again. I'm going to Las Vegas. Now I'm just 2 hours later than I was, and I'm a little more pissed. Boy, Walker Lake is like a mirror today. That's beautiful. Well, I will say one thing about today's drive, at least. It's real quiet. It's mellow. No, hardly any traffic. No wind. Just a nice, easy drive. So that's good. Kind of sucks getting delayed a couple hours. We'll get down there a couple hours later than wanted, but it's not the end of the world. Try to stay positive, because otherwise you just want to throw something through the window. All right, a couple more hours and shit, not even that. Hour or so and the sun will be down. It's already 4:30. This is all I'm going to do today. I'm probably 30-45 minutes from the delivery tomorrow morning, and I'm tired and hungry now. A couple hours later than I wanted to be, of course, so I'm going to just get up early and go. I'm at one of my usual little stops out here. Just me and the Joshua trees. Can you see them all out there? Nice and peaceful. This is one of my favorite parking spots. You can see the highway way over there, and I know you can't see it, but there's a billion stars. That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, good morning, Las Vegas. This place smells familiar. There's nobody here yet. I have talked on the phone to the guy who escorted me in and helped me out the other day. He's not working today. Imagine that. So he's trying to get a hold of somebody who can come down here and unload me. And I don't know, again, I mentioned this the other day, where do these other trucks go? I'm the first one here by far, and I feel like I'm late. Whatever, I'm gonna pull all my straps off. I'm gonna sit here and wait till somebody comes and unloads me, and then I'm gonna get reloaded, and then we're gonna go home. So that's my plan today. Why wait around? We're just gonna sit here and smell the place instead. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Funny story, this guy here running the lift showed up and was shocked to see me sitting here. And he said, I was told there were no trucks coming until 10. What? After all the hubbub yesterday? And so his helper guy, who's supposed to be putting the straps on the forks, isn't supposed to be here for another 2 hours. I mean, it's only 7 now, but yeah, so I'm up here helping. Communication is key. It's really a good thing if you communicate with people. I'm a little speechless, but hey, well, here we are. That's all she wrote. Time to go get my cheaprock. It's not too far away either. Hell yeah, look at that. We're done. We are moving along really well today. I think I'm probably an hour, maybe 2 ahead of the other day. Plus, I already got fuel, so I don't need to stop for that. I keep saying, hey, I'm ahead of where I was last time, or I'm running early this time. So this might bite me in the ass, but let's go home. That's a hell of a dust devil there. It's like what I learned from the movie Days of Thunder. Drive through the smoke.
Go around those wrecks, you can drive through it.
I don't care, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm home and it's Friday night again. And I'm home before dark. That's a nice little change too. Change the hat. Speaking of change, if you would like a Jupiter trucking hat, all shapes and sizes and colors, as long as you like them this shape and size, check out my website, jupitertrucking.com. You can get, or they're down below too, down below the video. And you can pick one out for yourself, as well as, hold on, as well as the Mr. Bones koozie that says Jupiter, beer not included. I'm just glad to be home. I came home the long way again today, and it probably took an extra hour, 45 minutes to an hour, but I wanted to go that way. I wanted to show it to you guys. Don't go that way very often at all, and there's a lot more hills to it, some more pulls, so I spent a little extra fuel for you guys today. I still have this load of sheetrock on. I'm not going to deliver that until Monday. We'll just include that in next week's delivery, because next week's a little oddball, whatever. We're going to do a couple different things. We got the stage to move next week again. There goes my phone. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe. I'm going to keep saying it. Comment, and I really like to hear from you guys. I really love the interactions and stuff, so comment if you've got something to say that's nice, or don't say nothing at all. And hype the video too, if you would, please. But this was a good week for not having my regular customer, no work that I wanted to do for them. Pulled together a couple round trips to Vegas. except for one little zigzag that threw me off for a couple hours yesterday, but it all worked out and it's all fine. That's it. Thank you guys. I hope you have a good weekend. I think when this video comes out, it's Valentine's Day. So kiss your sweetheart. I will. I'm gonna go do that right now. See you guys. Have a good weekend. See ya.
In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.